Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin, and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 76432, Forbidden Forest Magical Creatures. This set includes 172 pieces for the scary price of $29.99 when it released on March 1st of 2024. Now the price per piece on this set is really bad, but I think that's mainly because we're including Buckbeak in this set and also that baby Thestral returning yet again. No doubt this set exists purely to keep these molds alive for some reason. Minifigure selection doesn't really make sense with what we have going on here. I definitely think that this could have been a Prisoner of Azkaban set if we've gotten Prisoner Azkaban, Ron, and Hermione. I think I'd be a little less negative about this set, though also just looking at the build for the Forbidden Forest, if this is what we're going to be getting for the Forbidden Forest in the foreseeable future, I'm not a fan of what they're doing, and we know that this is something that they're going to continue to expand upon because we're getting a polybag which has an expansion to this, and we're also going to be seeing another set over the summer. The Aragog set will very likely continue this style of the Forbidden Forest that it looks like a 4+ set. That's really my initial reaction when I saw this. It definitely feels like they could have done something better here, looking at the Hogwarts sets, which look like pure masterpieces. Don't really have too much to say about the box art. You get the same style as we've been seeing, Forbidden Forest as the background, with this being the Forbidden Forest. I guess one cool perk about this set is that there will be some glow-in-the-dark pieces, including a glow-in-the-dark spider. Wish that they made Buckbeak glow-in-the-dark while they were at it, just to make it somewhat interesting. We do get a brand new print on the Pixie, which I guess is cool, but other than that, minifigures boring. If you own any other LEGO Harry Potter sets, you really don't need this in your collection. Opening up the box, we get 2 numbered bags. We also get Buckbeak just thrown in there, so if he's all scratched up, blame LEGO on that. And we also get an instruction manual. Instructions: ugly render from the front side, win guy from the back, piece count, rebuild the world, and a quick advertisement for that Hogwarts castle system, which I'm really excited for this over the summer. It's going to be amazing. It's not every day that we get a Harry Potter set that doesn't include the boy who lived, so here we go with our first minifigure, Ron Weasley, who also appeared within the Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter back in 2021. It's not an exciting figure. He doesn't fit in with the rest of this. There's a lot more from Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix here than there is Chamber of Secrets, Philosopher's Stone, which is the Ron that we're getting in this particular situation. We get the Gryffindor robe print from the front, and the hoodie from the back side. Same exact facial expression introduced in 2018, one with a smile, and then a scared look from the back side. Now, really, the one thing that I do have to say about this Ron that is at all interesting is the fact that we get an accessory of this lantern, which has a glow-in-the-dark 1x1 tube piece inside it, which I think is really cool that they're doing that. The piece isn't a brand new recolor, we've seen it in other sets before, but I just think it's interesting for this particular set. A lot of the different glow-in-the-dark aspects, which I'll go more in detail on later on in the video. Surprisingly, Hermione Granger is exclusive to this set purely because we're using the 2018 facial expression and not the 2023 facial expression that we saw within the Hogwarts Express last summer. It's kind of weird that this is exclusive at all because of that reason. One thing I really like about this Hermione is that we're using that skirt and dual molded leg concept that we saw introduced within the Hogwarts Magical Trunk in 2022. I'll just take that off so you can take a quick look at those dual molded legs and how that's all assembled. Otherwise, the torso piece is nothing special. It was introduced as well in 2021 for the 20th anniversary lineup. And I expect we'll see these robes continue into the summer line. Here's a look at the hoodie. And the double-sided facial expression is the same one from 2018. Really, it's just dumb calling this an exclusive minifigure as it's really just a bunch of reuse parts. Well, after building this set, I can take back what I said earlier on with me saying that this feels like a 4+ set. It does feel like a regular playset that you would get from the LEGO Harry Potter theme. It's not exciting. It's definitely not the way that I wanted them to do the Forbidden Forest if we were to get this to go along with what is being called the most detailed Hogwarts castle ever. It really is frustrating that this is what we got. One thing that I do like about this though is the glow-in-the-dark aspects, which you mostly see in the mushrooms. We see it with Ron's accessory, and we'll also see it with that spider right there. Now, the big thing that I really wish would have been included was maybe some glow-in-the-dark with the trees, but even so, I think that would just be too much at that point. Now, if you're buying this set, I don't really think there's any reason to, unless you're buying it for the magical creatures, like Buckbeak for instance, which is the same exact one we saw in the 2022 Hogwarts Courtyard set. It's the same exact mold introduced in 2019, it's just in white instead of the light gray that we previously saw it in. I definitely prefer the light gray over the white, because the white just doesn't look very good. Hopefully the Buckbeak that we see over the summer, the buildable Buckbeak, won't be in this color, it'll be in the light gray. I definitely hope that that's the case, and it doesn't seem like this Buckbeak mold will be appearing in that set, unfortunately, so this is definitely the way to go if you're looking to get a hold of this particular mold. Now, as far as posability goes, you can make him bow by moving the neck up and down, get those lovely prints on the headpiece. I do love the printing, even though I don't like the color. And you also get the posability with the wings, so you can move them out like that, in a flying position, or have them folded up. Additionally, I do have to point out that we do get studded room if you want to place one of your minifigures atop Buckbeak. I don't think this makes sense at all, but it is what it is. We also happen to see the return of the baby Thastral mold, which was also introduced in the summer of 2022. It's also just weird to see this included with those first or second year students, just because they haven't experienced death enough yet to be able to see these creatures, because in order to see Thastrals you need to have witnessed someone die. So it's just weird that this is included with them, but still it's great to get this mold in this set. Now, a surprise for sure, but a welcome one, is a brand new print for the Pixie. Now, we've seen the Pixie appear in 2 other sets before, though here's a quick look at the previous print. This new one is winking. This one has both the eyes open. Same exact mold, translucent blue with the opalescent color scheme. Really love it. Anti-stud from the bottom, so you can place them on studs. I totally forgot to talk about this glow-in-the-dark spider originating from LEGO City in 2018. And we also get a bat up here. I mean, they're not really exciting, just thought I'd mention them anyways. Now on to the build for the Forbidden Forest. LEGO is kind enough to give us 2 trees and plenty of places to place your magical creatures and your characters included. Really, the most interesting thing as far as this build goes is the fact that certain parts of it will glow in the dark, so if you expose some of these pieces to sunlight, specifically the mushrooms and the spider there and Ron's accessory, and then turn off the lights, you'll see that they glow in the dark, which I think is cool, but still, this is not what I want out of a Forbidden Forest LEGO set. Another thing to comment on is this new modular system that we have for the Forbidden Forest, where we have these clip piece connections to connect all of these sections together so you can have them all in a straight line, or you could even curve them all into each other, which I think looks even better when you curve them all in like that. We're also supposed to be seeing expansions for this set, one of which being this year's Polybag, which released in March. I haven't been able to get my hands on that yet, but once I do, I'll do a quick video and show how this looks alongside that. And we also will be getting a set over the summer, the Aragog layer set, to connect alongside this, though hopefully most of the parts will actually go into Aragog for that set. Apparently that's what's going to end up happening, and it will really only get something like this alongside, which isn't really exciting. Finishing up my talk when it comes to the trees, one other thing that I think people might buy this set for are these dark blue leafy pieces. We get these larger ones, which were first introduced within the Stranger Things set, and then we have these smaller ones, which are brand new recolors for this particular set. Another new recolor for this set are these leaf pieces in the purple color, which is really cool to get them for the first time in that color. From the back side, we also have another little hidden spot where you can hide maybe the pixie over here as well. And we also get some chicken that I guess you can give to Buckbeak, something to pretend to be a dead ferret. And finally, I did want to show that you can place your magical creatures and minifigures to create a little display, which I guess is alright, but still, this Forbidden Forest is not the way that I hoped it to be. So overall, for $30, buy this if you don't have Buckbeak, buy this if you don't have the baby Thastral. Minifigures, not exciting, don't really fit in with this situation. Forbidden Forest could be better, especially with the most detailed Hogwarts castle currently being the thing that's going to be on the market. I really do hope that one day we just get a tree battle pack where we see some nice tree builds, not this. People who care enough to make a nice Forbidden Forest display will buy that up like hotcakes. People who aren't interested in that kind of thing, you know, it's an easy pass, though it certainly would sell to the right audience. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so I'm going to upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!